Andrew Plummer. I'm a chartered accountant, and I set up a company called Headway back in '99. Then in 2012, I brought on board a very good operational guy and with a 5-year plan. And the company that we run is residential childcare, which is children under social services care orders. I should say we used to run. And when Tim came on board in 2012, we had a 5-year plan. We would see where we were and either keep running the business or sell it. And we decided to go with yourselves because family run business, and generally we like the feel of it. Even though going with someone else would have probably been a bit cheaper in terms of percentage wise, but it was actually what was the result we were going to get. We came to you because I nearly used you some years ago, actually. And for my sins, I used up because they started offering a much cheaper deal and things like that. I'd have probably been retired years ago if I'd come to you at that stage. Because you were a family business. I kept getting your flyers. And I could think, yeah, I'd like to go and have lunch under Concord, but never got around to replying and coming to when you did one of those. And just a good feel because it is family run and you've got some substance to it. I agree. We saw through them quite quickly, and I think once we came and did a session with yourselves and with and Jeanette was involved, and she was very positive. Well, we'll do this. We'll get you ready. We'll do all this, that, and the other. And you showed us around your premises, whereas had these big offices, but we just sat in one office. And I thought, there's no one else in this building. I know there's no one else in this building. Otherwise, you'd take me around. So. I just met your people and thought, yeah, this is good. Everybody was very switched on, and you could actually see there was something there. You know, just by the fact there were people doing prospectuses and doing all the bits and pieces, it just made the difference. No, didn't know the buyer. The buyer was identified by yourselves. In terms of the buyer, we went through your process, and you came up with a range of people who we had video calls with, and we got down to 2 buyers. As it happened, what Luke had said to us when we were going through the process was, well, don't be surprised at, well, what you're paying for through us, you will find that we will get your feedback plus. And actually that happened because the price went up by £500,000 during the process because the 2 buyers were very keen. You identified a lot of buyers. I mean, we gave you a few because we were receiving letters from people saying we're interested. And in fact, you went through and did your research, and I don't know how many people we talked to. We just came down to the 2 in the end who we thought were the better ones. Well, I'd actually give the advice to people setting up a business and actually get ready to sell as soon as you start up. It's the historic stuff which gets you. I mean, we had them asking us about things which happened 20 years ago. And I was digging through files trying to find it, and I did actually find the stuff in our archives, but it just gets quite tricky, and things like all your statutory books and stuff are a nightmare, which I should be good at that, but it doesn't really interest me. And probably I would say look at the legal due diligence first, getting it over the line. The final bit we found. The buyer's lawyers, they kept coming up with this and then that. Polaris were very thorough, and they were dotting I's and crossing T's, and there was too much dotting I's and crossing T's. And at some stage you have to accept a risk, and they'd obviously had been burnt by somebody before, I think, because it was a case of, well, how do we know that this is true? You know, I think at one stage they wanted us to give them a warranty on all of the due diligence we'd given, which our lawyers said, we're not going to give that. When the money arrived in the bank, life is a bit more relaxed. It will be nice. I'm not working at midnight anymore, so it's good. I'm just looking forward to just having a chill, and we just need to have a good break. We need to be completely finished. We said we'd do 3 months handover, completely away, and then just go off and relax and generally do the things I want to do.